Adaptive filters. Adaptive filter is a digital filter that has a self-adjusting characteristics where all the other filters has the capability of performing such performation with respect to the linear prediction. So we have an input signal and we will be predicting an output signal, but all the expected and predicted signal may not be exactly equivalent to the input signal. In such cases, what are we supposed to do in the sense? We may have to do some kind of an analysis in order to boost the signal either in the formation of a compression of the given input signal or the suppression of the noise. So both compression as well as the suppression are in the two extreme level of a given input signal for the processing of the input signal. In order to do such kind of an operation, the filters are asked to be used in such a way that it has to adopt when it has to be compressed and when it has to be performed suppression of the noise. So one among such adoption of the filters to be analyzed is nothing but the adaptive filters. So it itself will find the situations, and depending upon the characteristics of the input signal which is coming under various stages, and then it try to suit its application based on that and try to make the signal to be performed in both the compression as well as in the suppression mode. Basic principle of a linear prediction filter. You can see a diagram there where x of n is there, where d of n is a direct representation of the given input signal x of n, and there is a delay is there, followed by we have an adaptive filter. The output of the adaptive filter is represented by y of n, and we have an expected signal e of n at the output n, which is the prediction error, prediction output. Okay, in order to get the predicted output, we may able to we may have to verify the input signal also. So in order to give some kind of a measure or a parameter to ensure about this process, we do have a method we do have a unit called the error analysis, the prediction error analysis. So we do have this prediction analysis to find that. So d of e of n is nothing but d of n minus y of n, or it is x of n minus y of n, because d of n is a direct representation of your given input signal y x of n, and this error will be calculated. And if error is too large or too minimum or it's negligible amount, then the prediction is possible. So if it is totally negligible and it is very low to measure the parameter of the error, then we can say the output is matched exactly with your input signal. But if there is any larger deviation is there, then some kind of a corrective measures has to be incorporated, and such corrective measures will be taken care by a formation of two forms. As we mentioned very clearly that there are two outputs are going to be performed. One is output 1, which are output 2, which are labeled in the waveform. Since the prediction difference between the actual signal is dynamic range according to the signal is smaller than x of n itself, and this is the fundamental mechanism we will try to compress your input signal, that is for the output 1. So the output 1 will give you the compressed version of your given input signal, where output 2 produces the filtered version. Filtered version in the sense what? If there is any kind of a noises there, it has to be filtered out and then it has to be communicated to a further unit for signal, further signal process. So as the filter which are using to remove such kind of noise, we call as a prediction filters, and as it is a forward path, we call them it as a forward prediction filter. The same is applicable when we go for the backward or the reverse process also. Then that error we call them it as a backward error, or a filter we call them it as a backward prediction filter, and the error is a backward prediction filter error. And this combination can also be used to enhance further for the real application of learning the exact representation of the characteristic signal to represent in the formation of a filters and the formation of both compression and the suppression of the given input signal with and without noise. Thank you.